I am back. I saw The Incredibles 2. Yes, the sequel that I have been waiting for my entire life. The first Incredibles is amazing. It's one of my top 5 favorite superhero movies of all time, and it's one of my favorite movies of all time, one of my top 30 actually. And the first one was actually my second favorite Pixar movie behind Toy Story 3. And I was waiting. Like this the first one came out the year I was born. So I was waiting. I had to wait my entire life for this movie. And how did it hold up? How did this movie be? Was it as good as the first one? No. But is it good? Hell yes. No, it's not good. It's incredible, too. Now let's talk about the plot. The plot, it takes immediately after the first movie, where pretty much, spoilers, Tony found out who Violet was. Yes, he found out that, yes, Violet is Mr. Incredible's daughter. It is pretty sad to see Violet go through this, but don't worry. Dicker, I think that's his name is, erased his memory, but he accidentally erased Violet from his memory. So yeah, and pretty much superheroes are still outlawed, but there's a new agency called DevTech, where sorry about that. The owner of DevTech is trying to fix the law about supers and make them legal again. But he picks Mrs. Incredible to do it since he went through the statistics about like how much about how much damage they all caused, and yeah, and pretty much she is part of this new agency about fighting crime, and Mr. Incredible is now a stay-at-home dad. He's trying to get with his kids. He's trying, like, pretty much Dash has homework to do. Jack is all like having all these powers. Yeah, Jack has literally every power you can imagine. He has laser eye vision. He has flame power. He has um cloning power. He has everything you could imagine. Like seriously, he is pretty much a god at this point. Jack has every power imaginable. He can pretty much be any superhero now. So you don't need to rely on other superheroes. You need to rely on Jack now. And of course, Violet is trying to since Tony forgot about her, she's going through a phase where she's like this, why did this happen to me? So, yeah. Also, I love how they continue off where the first movie ended, where we saw the Ground Miner. The way he announced himself, it sounds like sounds like a wrestler announcing himself at WrestleMania, I'm just saying. And, of course, we have cool action, and of course, there's a new villain, Screen Slaver. He isn't. No, the villain. I'm not going to reveal who it is. I'm just calling it, not to say it's a boy or a girl. Because trust me, I did sort of guess who it was. Like seriously, right when they played that scene where they revealed who it was, I was like, wow. Like, oh yeah, that person. That person is definitely him. I'm definitely it. Screensaver. I'm sorry, people. I'm sorry. But yes, I absolutely love this movie. I love the fact that the movie opens up with them showing the actors talking about, thank you so much, people, for waiting this long. We saw all your fan mails and stuff. We get it. You want this movie. We want it too. But it takes time and money to do it. This was probably the longest Pixar sequel we've had to wait. Well, next to Bugs Life 2, seriously. When are they going to make a Bugs Life 2? I'm just saying. Um, I love how one problem I do have with the movie is how, the like I do have one problem. It's with the beginning of the movie. It's with Mr. Incredible himself, because he's not bad in this movie. He's actually really good in this movie. It's just that at the beginning of the movie where he's trying to get back into the whole superhero thing, I was just like, didn't we have this in the first movie? I get it. He's not fully allowed to go into hero costume. But wasn't the whole point of the first movie was him to learn that him being a superhero was not all life was about? It was about him and his family. Because that sort of kind of defeats the purpose of the first movie's message. That he needs to also be with his family more than being with a superhero. Another problem I do have with the movie is that it seems a bit more like feminist in a sort of way, with like how they're treating women in this movie. Like, I'm just saying, like, I have no problem with feminists. Like, well, I do have a problem with feminists, like the fact that some of them are very hypocritical. Cough, cough, Anita Sarkeesian, cough, cough. But still, I do think that they did keep it to a minimum. I didn't think it would be as much in this movie, but they didn't really have it in this movie as much. They only had it for like a couple of bits. Another thing I really do like is the animation. The animation in this movie is utter amazing. Seriously, we need to have an Incredibles world in Kingdom Hearts 3. I'm just saying. Hashtag Incredibles world for Kingdom Hearts 3. Yeah, trust me, let's make that a hashtag. Let's give that to Square Enix. Make an Incredibles world. I don't care if we already have a superhero world with Big Hero 6. We need an Incredibles world right now. I'm just saying, especially with the new Incredibles video game. Also, I do love Frozone in this movie. He's hilarious. We didn't get a "Where is my super suit?" But still, I do like how they do pay attention to Violet a little more. I do really like that, and of course, the action scenes in this movie are incredible. They're super colorful. They're awesome to watch. Probably my favorite action scene besides the final one was the one with Mrs. Incredible going off trying to save the ambassador. That scene was awesome the entire way through. I don't care what anyone says, that scene was awesome. How she was like Spider-Maning her way through the entire thing. Like she was like, I know she's sort of like the female version of Mr. Fantastic, where she has these freaking she's stretch all over the place. But still, I don't really have that much to complain about this movie. Also, I love Jack Jack in this movie. He is just funnier than the last time. But one thing that confuses me a little bit is that like, how should he like Mr. Incredible be surprised that Jack Jack has powers? At the end of the last movie, we saw Jack Jack turn into a little demon baby to kill Frozone. No, kill. I mean, not kill Frozone. I mean Syndrome. That's what I meant to say. But still, I'm just like, how could they forget that? Wouldn't that be the number one thing to remember from the first movie? I'm just saying. If my baby turned into a demon child, I'd like this. Yeah, I'm going to remember that. Because he might have powers. But still, I love the scene where he's like fighting the squirrel. It's so hilarious to watch. Yeah, this was definitely worth the wait. I'd say it's probably the best movie Pixar has made that has came out after Toy Story 3, since I think Toy Story 3 is the best Pixar movie ever made. I don't think it's as good as the first one, because I think the first one is an incredible movie. No pun intended. Well, pun intended, but still. The first one is one of my top 5 favorite superhero movies. I think the first one is better than the likes of The Dark Knight. Yes, people, I said that. Feel free to spread your hate comments. I'm just saying, like, seriously. I know there's gonna be some hate comments saying, how could you say the first one is better than The Dark Knight? Don't get me wrong, I love The Dark Knight, but still, I just prefer Incredibles 1 over it, since I think it has a better thread of family in it. And also, I do like the fact that Screen Slaver is actually pretty intimidating as the main villain. Like that voice and its ability to like pretty much stop people, like pretty much make them frozen while they're looking at a monitor is pretty scary in my opinion, and I do really like it. So overall, what does this movie get? 10 out of 10. This movie is incredible. Besides Infinity War, this is not only the best superhero movie of the year, but the second best movie I have seen all year round. This is my number 2 favorite movie of the year, besides Infinity War. Number 3 would probably be Deadpool 2. So yeah. So what did you people think of Incredibles 2? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Feel free to spread down in the comments section, and be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more videos like the one you just watched. And before I go, I just want to talk about a little more of the movie. I do like Violet in this movie. She is pretty funny, and she does have some pretty funny moments in it. And I do love Edna in this movie, how she's like this. So, you think getting a new costume maker is going to make you think you're better than me? Pish posh! And I love how she's like obsessed with Jack Jack. It's funny as crap in my opinion. It's so amazing. But still, this movie definitely gets a 10 out of 10 in my opinion. It's an incredible movie, and it's one of my favorite superhero movies, and probably one of my favorite movies of all time. So, see you all in the next video, and I'll try to review Luke Cage Season 2, but on Saturday I have to go to a family vacation, so I'll try to do more videos. But as always, take care, stay safe, and stay awesome. Peace. Oh yeah, and I forgot to talk about this. I do like how the climax of the movie is really different from the first movie. I was like, it was instead of a city, it's on a cruise ship. I'm sorry, people, I just couldn't stay away. And I do like how Mrs. Incredible is given more time in the spotlight. Here's what I like. The first movie was all about Mr. Incredible. The second one is mostly about Mrs. Incredible. So here's what I would do if they were going to make an Incredibles 2 and 3. I mean, have the movie be around the kids. That is something that could be interesting. Think about it. The first one was about Mr. Incredible. The second one was about Mrs. Incredible. So, wouldn't it come full circle if the next movie was all about the kids fighting the villain? I'm just saying, it could be very interesting. Heck, pitch this idea to Pixar. I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. As long as we don't have to wait another 14 more years for the next one to come out. So, yeah, everyone, I hope you enjoyed this review. Like, comment, subscribe for more videos like the one you just watched, and of course, stay positive. And also, I want to talk about Mrs. Incredible one more time. I do really like her. She gets a little bit more fleshed out than the first movie, and she's just badass as always. So, yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Talk about Incredibles 2 in the comment section. And of course, peace out. For reals. I'm sorry.